Good morning. Today you're going to hear the story of Gideon. And the story of Gideon begins with Gideon getting a call to become a leader for the Israelites. And Gideon has a couple stalling techniques. The first thing that Gideon is asked to do is to be a mighty warrior for Israel. And his response is, well, if you're with us, God, why has all this happened, this bad stuff? And then the response back to Gideon is, you're strong, go and save Israel. And Gideon's response then is, how can I help? I'm from the weakest family in the tribe of Manasseh. God responds back, I will be with you. And then Gideon says, well, if you'll be with me, give me a sign. How about I go and prepare an offering for you? And then God says, I will wait. So Gideon goes off to prepare an offering. He prepares a full meal of goat, home-baked bread made by himself, and soup. And in this picture by Heki, you see Gideon giving the offering and placing it on a rock. And the angel of the Lord is there to accept the offering, and he reaches out to touch it with his staff. What you don't see is that it's about to flash into a blaze of fire, and the angel will disappear. And Gideon at that point is going to say, oh my gosh, I've been face to face with the angel of the Lord. Please, God, don't be mad. It's the time when he knows he has to step up and be a leader for Israel. Steve's going to read for you now the story of Gideon.
The first scripture reading is selected verses from Judges chapters 6 and 7. Hear the word of the Lord. The Midianites treated the Israelites very badly. That's why they made hiding places for themselves. They hid in holes in the mountains. They also hid in caves and in other safe places. Each year, the people planted their crops. When they did, the Midianites came into the country and attacked it. So did the Amalekites and other tribes from the east. They camped on the land. They destroyed the crops all the way to Gaza. The Midianites made the Israelites very poor. So they cried out to the Lord for help. They cried out to the Lord because of what the Midianites had done. The angel of the Lord came. He sat down under an oak tree in Ophrah. Gideon was threshing wheat in a wine press at Ophrah. He was the son of Joash. Gideon was threshing in a wine press to hide the wheat from the Midianites. The angel of the Lord appeared to Gideon. He said, mighty warrior, the Lord is with you. Pardon me, sir, Gideon replied. You say the Lord is with us? Then why has all this happened to us? Where are all the wonderful things he has done? Our people of long ago told us about them. They said, didn't the Lord bring us up out of Egypt? But now the Lord has deserted us. He has handed us over to Midian. The Lord turned to Gideon. He said to him, you are strong. Go and save Israel from the power of Midian. I am sending you. The story continues in chapter 7, and Gideon has gathered a lot of men for an army. The Lord said to Gideon, I want to hand Midian over to you, but you have too many men for me to do that. Then Israel might brag, my own strength has saved me. So here is what I want you to announce to the army. Tell them, those who tremble with fear can turn back. They can leave Mount Gilead. So 22,000 men left, but 10,000 remained. The Lord said to Gideon, there are still too many men, so take them down to the water. There I will reduce the number of them for you. So Gideon took the men down to the water. There the Lord said to him, some men will drink the way dogs do. They will lap up the water with their tongues. Separate them from those who get down on their knees to drink. 300 men brought up the water to their mouths with their hands, and they lapped it up the way dogs do. All the rest got down on their knees to drink. The Lord said to Gideon, he said, with the help of the 300 men who lapped up the water, I will save you. I will hand the Midianites over to you. Let all the other men go home. So Gideon sent those Israelites home, but he kept the 300 men. They took over the supplies and trumpets the others had left. Gideon separated the 300 men into 3 fighting groups. He put a trumpet and an empty jar into the hands of each man, and he put a torch inside each jar. "Watch me," he told them. "Do what I do. I'll go to the edge of the enemy camp, then do exactly as I do. I and everyone with me will blow our trumpets. Then blow your trumpets from your positions all around the camp and shout the battle cry, 'For the Lord and for Gideon.'" Gideon and the 100 men with him reached the edge of the enemy camp. It was about 10 o'clock at night. It was just after the guard had been changed. Gideon and his men blew their trumpets. They broke the jars that were in their hands. The 3 fighting groups blew their trumpets. They smashed their jars. They held their torches in their left hands. They held in their right hands the trumpets they were going to blow. Then they shouted the battle cry, "A sword for the Lord and for Gideon." Each man stayed in his position around the camp, but all the Midianites ran away in fear. They were crying out as they ran. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.